extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
Strictly professional.
Oh, was a man. He had a beard.
Trying it, man. Try anything once.
The safe word will be whiskey.
Try.
Spell red.
L-S-T-E-R.
Would you like a sweetie?
Who the fuck is that
Everything
guy?
that goes up must come down.
Children behave, that's what they say when we're together. Watch how you play, they don't understand. And so we're running just as fast as we can, trying to hold on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground. And then we say, I think we're alone now. Doesn't really seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now, alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. And that is a song about Michael Jackson fucking kids. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 10th episode of Fry My Brain Cells. I'm your host, your boy, Seany Andrews. If this is your 10th time watching the show, thank you very much for the continued support. If this is your first time watching the show, sit back, relax, and enjoy the goofs and gaffs. And if this is your first time watching the show and you're easily offended, I'm guessing by my opening joke, you've already logged out. But if you're still around, I'd advise, probably leaving the area because you are not going to like what comes next. It was one of those things that I just never understood, is how people never knew that Michael Jackson was fucking killed. Of course he was. He looked like a fucking alien vampire. Himself and Jimmy Savile are the most obvious pedophiles of all time. Most obvious. First of all, being with Mike. He built a house with a theme park at the back of it, and he called it Neverland. Neverland, based off the story of fucking Peter Pan, where kids never grow up. That's fucking Mike's dream. That's his dream in life. I hope you never grow up, boys and girls. I hope you stay young forever. And then we can touch each other. You're the only theme park in the world where it was age restricted. You couldn't be older than 10. I'm sorry, little boy, you're too old to go on this roller coaster. You can go on a roller coaster and then get fucked by Mike afterwards. Call it Triller, the Trill Ride. Like, everyone who always defended Mike was like, it's just because I like his music. It's like, yeah, but dude is obviously a child molester. I just love little boys and girls. We had the world. We had the children. I just fucking love kids. And I love to fuck them. I remember there was a famous comedian. I can't remember what his name was, but he had like a Snapchat, or it could have been a TikTok, of him with a Michael Jackson face filter on. And he's like, of course I fucked those little kids. It's like a message from Michael from hell.
I'd like to address this horrible HBO documentary about me. It's filled with lies and ignorance. I would never hurt children. I love sleeping with little boys, that's all. Just a grown man sleeping with a little boy. Of course I fucked them kids. Come on. It's so obvious. I was a good pedophile too, huh?
Of course I fucked those kids. I'd do it again. But he was the most bizarre human being ever. Like, I don't know if you ever seen, like, there's footage of it was like from a Michael Jackson documentary of him paying actors and extras to be in a supermarket, so he could go into the supermarket and buy shit to try and get a authentic experience of what it'd be like if people didn't know him. Like, that's just bizarre shit. It's just the weirdest shit ever. And there's the picture of him, or the footage of him holding his baby outside the window. Hey everybody, look at my cute blanket. He's the weirdest motherfucker. And you have to blame the parents who let this happen, because they are at fault. Because if a weird looking fucking vampire alien came to your house and was like, "Excuse me, my name's Michael. You've a really cool little little boy. I really like your little boy. I'm just wondering if he'd like to go on a holiday and we could slumber party in my house for a whole month." And you're just like, "Yeah, go ahead, take him. Take him. Do you want another one? I have another kid in the back." How could you give your kids up like that? Why else would a celebrity want anything to do with your kids for a fucking month? Now, I'm not talking about like when, like, I don't know, like celebrities do like these things of like doing like Make-A-Wish stuff, and they spend an hour with a kid and stuff like that. That's not that bad. Well, Michael is literally asking him to live in his house for a month. Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin. I tell you something. It wasn't the first time he was home alone. He was with me, and I was fucking the shit out of him. Oh, that's horrendous. But yeah, you also have to remember, like, Mike is not only at the time one of the most famous celebrities of all time, or people on the planet, but he is in general, when you think of, like, off the top of your head, 5 most famous people ever to live, Mike is definitely up there. He's right beside Hitler. Mike, Elvis, Hitler. You also have to, like, because the reason why I'm bringing that up is, like, he definitely had, like, major security detail and bodyguards in his house. You just imagine one of them, like, in the hallway with his arms behind his back up against the wall. Hey, Mike. What are you doing now with a little kid? Oh, he's just coming to my room. We're going to have a slumber party, eat popcorn, tell each other secrets. Mike, please tell me you're not fucking that little kid. Don't be so ignorant. Of course I'm not fucking that kid. Shh, don't tell him what we're doing. I'll get you more popcorn. You want to watch the new Spiderman movie that's not out yet? Then shut your fucking mouth. Alright, I'm going to get on with the show before I get my YouTube channel completely banned. How did you not know Mike fucked kids? Of course he fucking did. Gonna call my place Neverland, where kids can stay young forever. We are the world. We are the children. Right, I'm gonna move on with the show. It is the return of Junkies, Making a Monkeys. I think they're all American clips today. Yeah, they're all American clips. So I've got 3 clips lined up for you today. Excuse me. I'm constantly burping on this fucking show. Maybe I should stop drinking cans of Monster when I'm doing it. Right. So, we're going to start with a clip that... Right, it doesn't really count as a junkie, because he's not a junkie. But I think Junkies making the monkeys is just a funny name for the segment. So I think anything drug related can play into this segment. So I picked a clip about a stoner, but it's the funniest interview of all time. It's just like so fucking funny. So I decided that I'm not going to just do like fucking people who are on heroin and fucking meth every week, because I'll run out of funny clips that don't end up being sad at the end. So I'm going to start with this clip, and it's the best. Honest to God, this is the best interview ever. Even without like commentary on top of it, it's just the funniest shit.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Hey.
The most stoner hello ever. Oh, what's up?
Feeling, man?
I'm pretty lucky.
Say what?
How you doing, man? Pretty glonky. Say what?
Fine.
I'm fine.
I'm pretty fine.
What?
I know exactly what's going on in that man's head right now. He's trying to find the word of the for the first response. It's like, how you doing, man? And at the same time, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm okay. All try to rush out his mouth at once, and he went, I'm pretty glonky. I'm fine. That's literally what happened. Don't worry, brother, I've been there before. I've been as stoned and even more stoned than you are right now.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick?
Okay. Back home again. I can't wait to get back on the road again. Back.
He got so serious. I can't wait to get back on the road again.
Back again.
I can't wait to get back on the road again. This is brain. No, that wasn't it. Try something else. Back again?
Dude,
Like Fred Baggins?
like,
I don't know if I know the song.
This dude is such a legend.
Just look at it.
back home again
Back home again.
in
In Indiana land. Damn, man.
He just threw anything out there. Back home again. Back home again in Indiana land. Oh, the dude is such a king.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty lucky.
Say what?
I'm pretty glonky. He's such a king.
I'm fine. I'm pretty fine.
What?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're-
How are you?
I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick?
Okay.
Back home again.
I can't wait to get back on the road again. Back again.
Back again. No, do you know what actually happened there? He was like, I can't wait to get back on the road again. And his brain was like, no, he's not going to know it when you just speak it. You have to sing it. Back again. Damn it, we fucked up.
Dude,
Like Fred Baggins?
I've heard of back again.
like,
I don't know if I know the song. Just look at it.
He said nothing there. My guy is so fucking high right now.
back home again
Back home again.
in
In Indiana land. Damn, man.
He took the in part as a clue. He thought that when the host is like, in, you know, oh, I've got to finish the word. Indiana land. I'm gonna play it the whole way through without skipping it. I'm pausing, I mean.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty lucky.
Say what?
I'm fine. I'm pretty fine.
What?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're-
How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. How are you? I promised I wouldn't pause it, and I did it like fucking 13 seconds. It took me 13 seconds to pause it.
I'm good. Can you finish these lyrics real quick?
Okay.
Back home again.
I can't wait to get back on the road again. Back again.
Dude,
Like Freddy Baggins.
like,
I don't know if I know the song. Here's the lyrics.
back home again
Back home again.
in...
In Indiana land. Damn, man.
In Indiana land. So that clip's gonna be called In Indiana Land. Oh, he's such a dude. He's so big. Don't worry, brother. I've been there before. So this next clip is literally a scenario where I think I'd burst into tears. I'd be that scared. I'd be terrified of this man. Like, honestly, I don't know what the fuck I would do. This poor kid on the bike. To give you a bit of context, the video was titled "My White Friend Meets My Crackhead Uncle for the First Time." And I would be so scared as this one kid.
On the road, on the mountain, just to make it go. Back in middle school, I used to play the drum. Now in high school, fit around in the drum. All my routines at the door, first run. The police key the door, run for it, run for it, run.
I'd be sitting on that bike going, I'd be getting to mouth the rap song to him. I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, man. Please don't come over to me again. And I'd be avoiding eye contact and I'd be pretending like, yeah, I'm vibing. I'd be so scared.
You know I lost back again. Ain't even have faith. I used to drink till the bar, but now I'm in the same space.
I'd be like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man, for sure.
On the road, that's why I had this ring in my head when I was young. That's why I had this ring in my head when I
I
was young.
would shit my pants. Right at that moment there, when he just comes up screaming at me, I'd shit my pants.
That would be like, why you waiting?
Poor kid can't look at him. I'd be so scared.
Hold me for that.
I'm like, yeah. Just throw those hoops, bro.
I hoop you like stuff. I hoop you like yeah.
I gotta go home, man. My mom's calling me. Dude, are you crying? No, it's just, I gotta go home. The dude is fucking jacked. He's so jacked. It's like Michael J. White on fucking crack. I'd be expecting him to hit me full force in the face.
On the mountain, just to make it go. Back in middle school, I used to play
Yeah, bro.
drum.
Change the damn world. I'll be singing the wrong rap song. Like Percocet, Molly Percocet. I'd be so afraid. My man's got hustle though. Pop and lock.
You know I lost back again. Ain't even have
Throwing in the Michael Jackson song.
now I'm in the same space.
Man, he's so scary.
That's why I had this ring in my head when I was young. That's why I had
You're on the run? Okay. Dude, I have to go. No, please, I have to go. You mind if I steal your bike? I have to go home. This is terrifying.
I wanna be like Wayne. People, don't be born yet. I hope you like yeah.
Yeah, bro. Please don't hurt me. Yeah, Kobe. Bro, I'm going. My mom's here. It'll be the scariest thing ever. I'm just gonna call that one. I've got to go, or my mom's outside. Oh, the poor kid. He's wearing Crocs and everything, I think. Let's go skip back to the end because oh, he's wearing Crocs. This kid did not expect this at all. When I was that age, if I seen that, white or black, by the way, if anyone thinks that I'm afraid of him because he's black, no, I'm afraid of him because he's fucking jacked and off his face on crack. And he keeps rapping into my face. I would be so afraid. No matter what. Right, so the last clip of the day is a lot of people would have seen this clip. It's a segment from Cops, the TV show, where they basically just put a camera crew into a cruiser, a police cruiser, and just follow cops on their day-to-day in like various parts like Vegas, Detroit, Chicago, Chirac. All places that have like high incarceration rates. And it doesn't matter if they're innocent or not. It's just the arresting stage. So they don't get put to jail or that. But this is honestly one of the funniest clips you could ever imagine of somebody trying to get out of something. This is like when you're a kid and you get caught doing something bold. Doing something bold.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
When you get caught doing something and you try to lie your way out of it, but it's an adult doing it, and it's the funniest shit.
A lot of drugs and prostitution activity in these hotels.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Everything okay?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Faisal.
Okay. What are you doing here, sir?
Nothing much. I'm just waiting for my friend.
What's your friend's name?
My friend name is Raj.
Is he staying at...
What is it about, like, drug users or criminals? Well, it's mainly drug users when they're drunk or that. When they get caught by the police, their first excuse is, I'm just waiting for a friend. You remember that clip of the Aussie? And he crashed his car. And he's pissed drunk. And the cops come up to him, all right, mate. What's happened here? And he goes, he looks at him and goes, I'm just waiting for a mate.
What's going on?
I'm just waiting for a mate.
Is that why your car's all smashed up and you're up on the grass at the moment, or what?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for a mate. He's gone in there. Why?
Fucking classic.
At the hotel here?
No, he came to meet someone over here. So I'm just here to pick up my wallet because I forgot my wallet in his car.
You don't have...
What a crack of shit story. Just listen to it.
Is he staying at the hotel here?
No, he came to meet someone over here. So I'm just here to pick up my wallet because I forgot my wallet in his car.
You don't have any ID on you?
I do.
Is your friend Raj, is he staying in the hotel here? No, he came to meet someone here. And I came here to pick up my wallet because I left his wallet in his car. So both of us came in two separate cars to go to this place because he had to meet somebody. And I'm waiting on him in my separate car that we could have came together to get the wallet that's in his car already. And I'm waiting for him to get the wallet because I left my wallet in his car. That's basically the story he told.
Okay. Bring your hand behind your back. And where is Raj?
Yeah, he told me he was gonna come back out.
Okay. What's in the baggie that was on your lap?
Where?
The plastic bag that fell off your lap?
I have no idea. I sat over here and then I fell asleep and then
And you woke up with that on your lap?
Yes.
What was in the baggie that fell off your lap? What? The baggie that fell off your lap? I don't know, because I was over here, and then when I was waiting for Raj to come out from the person that he met, that we came in separate cars, that I waited for my wallet because my wallet was left in his car, I fell asleep, and it was on your lap. Yes. You finished the story for me. Thank you.
Is that maybe something that could help you fall asleep, or?
No.
Maybe that's something that could help you fall asleep. No, because when I fell asleep and I woke up and then you just alerted me of it because I didn't know what it was, I definitely know that's not something that can help you sleep. I definitely know that. No. Definitely cannot work.
Pulse is through the roof.
No, I'm just a little nervous.
Just nervous? Is your ID in this wallet that you said your friend had?
That's not my ID.
I can see a driver's license right here.
See it. You can pull it out.
Okay. And this is not yours?
I don't know if that was identification.
Yes, dude. Yes. Is this your wallet here that you said Raj had? Your friend? No, that's not my wallet. Pull it out. Look, I'll show you. It's not my wallet. Oh, I didn't know that was identification. What fucking dude?
What is this?
I have no clue. Oh my god.
Small glass pipe. Pretty sure it's methamphetamine. Driver's license was suspended.
It's a fucking crack pipe. What is this? I have no clue. Maybe somebody put that in when I fell asleep.
It's methamphetamine. Driver's license was suspended, and he's also got a warrant out of Nevada County. Have you used drugs before?
Only weed? Yeah, I started smoking.
It's like when your parents ask you, like, have you done any hard drugs before? You just look at them and you're like, I'm not gonna flat out lie to them. Maybe weed. I've dabbled in some weed before, Mom.
A little bit of meth. I haven't touched anything at all.
He's upgraded.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna release me or?
Well, you're gonna go to court with the items that you were found in possession of.
That makes sense. So you're gonna release me? Why would they release you? You got caught with meth and a crack pipe. And the ID and the wallet that you said you didn't have. I suppose that makes sense, yes. Yeah,
Story's still a little scattered. Do you have anything else illegal in your socks, shoes, anything like that? No? Okay. I know you're high, okay?
I smoke weed.
What a fucking king. He commits to his story. This is what I love about him. No matter how shit the story is or how much it's falling asunder right before his eyes, he's committing to it. Unlike Jerry and Kate McCann. Each story they told was a what-if issue. Disgraceful.
You're higher than you think.
No. It's because when I woke up, I seen the lights and stuff, and I seen you guys. I got nervous. I had a...
Remember when I said earlier that I fell asleep? Somebody threw the crack pipe and the mat on top of me. The same thing.
Monster drink. I don't know if that does it.
Rewind that.
When I woke up, I seen the lights and stuff, and I seen you guys. I got nervous. I had a monster drink. I don't know if that does it.
What a king! I had a monster drink. I don't know if that does it. Are you two scientists? Do you know if a monster drink does that? No? Well, I guess it was that. Maybe you get high off a monster drink. Maybe. I don't know. Try to disprove me, officers. Had a monster drink. I had 2, actually. Oh, it must be really high. And I smoke weed. So don't forget the weed and the monster drink.
Tilt your head back. Tilt your head down a little bit. Okay. Your tongue's pasty white.
I just had kebab. I was telling him that I just got done eating.
Oh my god. Oh my. He has a story for everything. He's the best. He's the best of the best. Your tongue is pasty white. I had a kebab. I was telling him I was just finished eating. What are you on about, dude? What are you on about? Can I get a pasty white kebab, please? Sometimes just fuck up my tongue. You need to wash that down with a Monster Energy drink and some weed.
You used your phone today?
Yeah, I was using to call Raj.
Is this your phone? Yeah, I was using it to follow Raj. So just keep that in mind, right?
Who's Susan?
Susan, I have no clue.
You have snow and weed, baby, and we can party a little.
Snow and weed, baby, and party a little? I'm sorry, that wasn't mine. That wasn't mine. Who is this message by?
No, baby, 100 for an hour.
I'm sorry, that wasn't mine. Susan? Susan. Who is Susan? Susan. Susan. Could you put it in a sentence, please? Could you spell it? Susan. I have no idea. Snow and wheat? And a party little? No, I'm sorry. That wasn't mine. That wasn't mine. That's not the phone I used to follow Raj when we went in separate cars to get my wallet that he had to go meet somebody here in a hotel. It wasn't mine. And then I fell asleep. So maybe when I fell asleep, somebody took my phone before they threw in the meth and the crack pipe and the kebab. And maybe they texted Susan because they didn't have a phone. Maybe. I don't know. Don't know if that does it. Maybe Monster Drink does it too.
So it sounds like haggling on her price.
This is not my. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I don't. Unless you want me to make up stuff.
Absolutely not.
There you go. Totally being honest. I don't have anything to lie.
That wasn't mine. No, definitely not mine. Unless you want me to start lying now. I mean, I've been so truthful to you, officer, this entire process. Unless you want me to start making up shit, well, I'm not going to say that was me texting. Absolutely not. Well, there you go. Maybe the Monster Drink done that text too. I love this dude. I wish there was court footage of this. Of him, like, giving his excuses in court. He's such a king. Totally being honest. Maybe it was the Monster Drink. Oh, I love that last part.
And weed, baby, and party a little? I'm sorry, that wasn't mine. That wasn't mine. Who is this message by?
No, baby, 100 for an hour. So it sounds like haggling on her price.
This is not my. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I don't. Unless you want me to make up stuff.
Absolutely not.
There you go. Totally being honest.
Oh, he's such a king. Unless you want me to make up stuff. Absolutely not. There you go. Take these handcuffs off, please. Oh, what a dude. So we have Indiana Land. And then we have, I can't remember what I called the white boy one. Oh, I gotta go. My mom's here. And we have, what would I call the last one? Unless you want me to make up stuff. That's what I call it. So that was Junkies Making a Monkeys. And we'll move straight in with Virgin News. First story up today, we have Venom Let There Be Carnage has been delayed till 2022. It was set to be released in September. However, that looking at the film market at the minute, the box office market, it is not good or legible enough to release the film. Look, well, I should say that it's not completely set in stone that it's being released in 2022, but it's heavily implied that it will be. If it does, it'll be early January. The reason being for this is multiple reasons, but the main reason is that superhero films aren't actually doing really well in the box office. Suicide Squad, as I mentioned on on previous podcasts, it kind of flopped, and the reason to the flop is what I already explained. Number one, being illegal streaming, the accessibility of legal streaming from streaming platforms like HBO Max, or with Black Widow, Disney Plus. Second, all being the pandemic hitting certain places. They're still in lockdown in certain parts of California, in certain parts of Australia, New Zealand. The list goes on and on, obviously. But the main reason why they actually put the dent into everything, especially with Suicide Squad, was the fact that HBO Max, the only thing you need to pay for to watch Suicide Squad was the subscription fee. You didn't actually have to pay to rent the movie on HBO Max. So you could just watch the movie again and again and again. It doesn't count with box office. But the main reason is the Sony, because it's not owned by Marvel Studios, it's owned by Sony, that they don't have a platform to put this film out onto. They don't have a Disney Plus to put this film onto for streaming rights. So delaying the film is a good idea, I think, in my opinion, especially if you look at the box office run for Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. It is not doing the best either. It's just a shit market to release stuff in, especially when you're doing box office stuff being released on streaming sites. Personally, it's a good and a bad idea to put it on Disney Plus, because, or I'm talking about Marvel films in general, because that's what's gauging the market for these films to be released. I think it's a bad thing to release them, and a clever thing at the same time, because some countries don't have the access to go to the cinema, so they could buy it on Disney Plus. But you have to remember, this is why it's a bad thing. It's so much cheaper to buy the movie on Disney Plus than to go to the cinema. It's the equivalent of all of you chipping in on one cinema ticket to see that movie on Disney Plus. So I think they're starting to realize that now, because their films are actually not doing good from them. Especially if they're buying the film and not renting it. If they're buying the film, they can watch it as many times as they want, so they can show it to new people in their own house. So I think it's a smart thing if they do delay it, but I don't want it to be delayed. Next story up, we have kind of a combination of two stories put into one, because neither of them by themselves are a strong story. First story is that Ironheart has been casted for Black Panther 2, and I forgot to write her fucking name down. Give me 1 second. 2 bar, please. Yeah. Why didn't I prepare for this? Dominique Thorne has been casted as Ironheart, or Riri Williams, in Black Panther 2. I hate this character, and a lot of people are going to go, oh, that's because you're fucking this and that. Or, no. I love Miles Morales. I love Sam Wilson as Captain America, which is Falcon, who's in the same, or who's connecting this story. Riri Williams is one of those characters that is literally just a pandering character to the audience. She's not even a good character. She's so boring and bland, and she actually takes away from what made Tony Stark so special. Why Miles Morales and Sam Wilson work is because they have connection to the previous character, and they were mentored by the previous character. Therefore, the mantle could be passed on, or they could still work with them as they go on. Sam Wilson, for one, people would be like, well, if you're going by who works as the character being the same, you could go with Bucky, because Bucky's a super soldier. Therefore, Bucky should be the next Captain America, not Sam Wilson. No, because Captain America isn't just his superpowers. It's actually what that character means to people in that existing world. He's like the symbol of hope and the symbol of America becoming good and being the beacon of good, of all things good and all that shit. Where you can't really push that onto a mantle of somebody who is a former Russian assassin. It doesn't make sense. Sam Wilson is actually somebody who's a symbol for hope for the American people in the comics and in the TV show Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's the more he's the better role for a Captain America, whereas previously I wouldn't have had that stance. I would have been like, do you know what? I think it should be, because he has the super soldier serum, he should be Bucky should be Captain America, not Sam. That's completely wrong, because it's not the powers that get passed down to the hero. It's what they've actually learned from being with the hero and stuff like that. And Bucky has changed the corner, but still, it's the previous history of him being an assassin for Hydra. Whereas Riri, she has no mentorship from Tony, and she was literally just made as a replacement for Tony. It makes no sense to have that character take up the mantle of Iron Man, which is Ironheart. I think it's a really weak character, and I think it's one of those characters that symbolizes the downfall of what Marvel's next phase is going to be. Instead of using existing characters that they have from the comics, like the X-Men and Fantastic Four or other characters, and prioritizing them, they're prioritizing characters that people in the comics don't even like yet. So I think this is going to be where people are like, you know what, Marvel's not that good anymore. That's just a guess. But Sam Wilson has signed on to do Captain America 4 as well, which is really good news. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was really good. I remember watching the show when I didn't know that there was only 6 episodes left, thinking, this is really fucking good. This is one of the best superhero things made. Then I got to episode 4 and I was like, oh shit, there's only 6 episodes left. This is going to be fucking rushed and bullshit. If the show was longer, it would have been fucking amazing. Would have been really, really good. It is still really good. I'd recommend to watch it, but it is something that needs its own movie of having a Captain America type premise. Even if it's just Sam Wilson and Bucky, that should have had a movie kind of thing and not have a rushed TV show. But I really love Sam as Captain America. I think his costume's really cool. It's very comic accurate. It's a bit shoulder paddy a little bit. Don't really like that aspect of it, but the color scheme and stuff like that is really, really cool. Now we'll go on to the main event of the evening. It's what everyone has been talking about recently, is the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. I left it last because there's a lot to unravel in this, and I'm super stoked to fucking see it. First of all, I'll talk about the most obvious things that are in the trailer, and then I'll talk about what I think about it, and some small little Easter eggs people might not have picked up on. The first one is that there's 5 Sinister Six villains in the trailer released. Who are they? Well, the first one I'll talk about is really obvious. It's the Green Goblin. His pumpkin bomb was released in the trailer, just hopping along the motorway, with William Dafoe's laugh in the background. William Dafoe is yet to be still officially casted in the movie. However, there's been leaked pictures of him online on set, and the same as Jamie Foxx from Electro, except he's been officially casted. And obviously it is William Dafoe's laugh in it. There's been other stories going around that it could be Ned as the Hobgoblin, which is absolute bullshit. Do not believe that shit. And if they do put it in, I will walk out of the cinema. I swear to God, if they make Ned the Hobgoblin, it just makes no sense. It's absolute horseshit. But I cannot wait to see William Dafoe back as the Green Goblin. I don't think he's going to have the original suit that was in Sam Raimi's, where he looks like a Power Ranger villain, where the mouth doesn't move or anything. Personally, I think it's one of the best casting of all time in any superhero film is William Dafoe as the Green Goblin. It's most accurate. The voice, the fucking look. But the upsetting thing about the Raimi films, when I was a kid, I thought the costume was fucking class. But as I grew older and read the comics more and watched all the cartoons and shit like that, you want that look that William Dafoe has anyway, where it's kind of villainous and creepy and stuff, to be the face of the Green Goblin and not have this fucking big huge plastic metal yoke covering his entire face. I hope that they go for the more accurate version of the Green Goblin, of the way he looks, because that version, as goofy as it looks, it's so fucking cool, and it really makes the character even cooler. Then we have Doc Ock being shown in the film. First of all, there's a little bit of a theory and a speculation as to what is Doc Ock going to be like in this film. We have Alfred Molina playing him again, from who is in the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. One of the greatest comic book villains of all time as well. Put on the big screen, I should emphasize. In this trailer, he is de-aged, and I think William Dafoe will be de-aged in the film as well.
Hello, Peter.
I know what a lot of you are thinking, like, was he de-aged? And it's like, yes, Alfred Molina is 68 years of age. He does not look like that in the trailer, like what he does in the trailer. A few things. I don't think he's actually the Doc Ock who is in Spider-Man 2. I think he is. I think he is and he isn't. I think he's a variant of the Doc Ock who doesn't save the day in that story, who doesn't die at the end of the film. There's multiple reasons. Number one, he dies at the end of Spider-Man 2. Number two, hairstyle and look is completely different. And he's still a little bit younger than what he looked like in Spider-Man 2. He's a lot chubbier and stuff like that. Maybe he got fitter, the character got fitter and stuff like that. But I think it's a different Doc Ock. And number three being, it's the same arms. That's from Spider-Man 2. But in Spider-Man 2, the red lights on the like, what would be the palm of the Doc Ock arms, were indications that the arms had taken over his mind, where the chip processor blew up and all that bullshit. At the end of the film, you see him when he's floating down after drowning. I know the body was never recovered, but the eyes had turned back white, indicating that when they're turned red, that's when they take over. And in this trailer, when he goes, "Hello, Peter." How good of an impression is that? Well, I couldn't fucking say the word impression there, but how good was that? "Hello, Peter." My favourite line from Spider-Man 2 is when when Peter Parker is having lunch after meeting Doc Octavius for the first time, and he's meeting his wife, and Doc Ock just turns and goes, "Peter, you want a woman to love her?" "Peter, if you want a woman to love you, read her poetry." It's the nerdiest thing ever, and Tony McGuire's like, "Oh, Junkies." But yeah, his eyes, the lights on the arms are red in this one as well, so I'm thinking it's a completely different Doc Ock than what we've seen before. Other villains that we've seen in the trailer is Electro. Why did I say it like that? That's so losery. "Oh, Excelsior, my favorite character is Electro." Yeah, dude. Yeah. Make it worse for yourself, John. Jamie Foxx is the next character that has been casted in the film as Electro. And you see in this film, like what I said with Doc Ock, this Electro is not the same as the Andrew Garfield one. Again, it's a more comic accurate Electro, having the yellow electricity, which is kind of just, it's a small little accuracy point, but this is going to be it kind of amplifies my point that this is a different Doc Ock, and why I think it's going to be a different Green Goblin as well. Also because William Dafoe died in the first film as well. But I also think this is going to be a different Electro. We don't actually get to see the whole character. We just see his electricity. But in the same shot, we see something that looks like Sandman. Now, here's the thing. Is it actually Sandman? I think so, but at the same time, I'm not fully sure. I think, personally, that it could be Mysterio. And Quentin Beck, who is played by Jake Gyllenhaal, isn't actually dead after Spider-Man Far From Home. I think that Mysterio could actually be what he should be in the comics, which is like an actual sorcerer, and like what Doctor Strange is. And he could actually tricked Spider-Man into the whole death thing. Just like how he faked the death for people at the end of the film for Far From Home, making them think that Spider-Man killed them. So I think the Sandman thing that we see in the trailer is actually what the powers were that Mysterio faked in Far From Home. That could be Mysterio. But again, it could be Sandman as well, because we haven't seen either character yet. Another character that is brought up is the Lizard. There's a part in the trailer where you see one of Doctor Strange's portals open up, and what looks like is a shadowy figure. People have like tried to color correct that scene and stuff like that, so we can actually see who it is. It does look a little bit like the Lizard. However, I don't think that the Lizard is going to be a main part in this film, because it looks like it's a portal being opened by Doctor Strange that I'll get into in a few minutes. But it also could be Venom. It could be the first time we have a look at Venom in the trailer, because you can't actually see him as a figure or a shadow figure. So we don't actually know if it's going to be the Lizard or if it's going to be Venom. But I don't think that character is going to play a big part in this film. I'm not too sure. Finally, we have Daredevil. No, actually, I'll get to Daredevil in a minute. Sorry. I had to say that there is also talks about, and I don't know if people remember after the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, Michael Keaton's character who played the Vulture meets up with, I can't remember the actor's name, but he meets up with Scorpion in prison, and they're talking about a Sinister Six. That could be a plot point that's just forgotten, because they've done that loads of times in the MCU with post-credit scenes of just going, you know what, remember that thing we teased? Get rid of it. Fucking get rid of it. Like what they've done with at the end of the Hulk, having Iron Man in it, and talking about like how we were going to have Iron Man take down the Hulk or stuff like that. They've done that loads of times, and it might just be forgotten about. But could Michael Keaton be in this film as the final member of the Sinister Six? Yeah, I think so. Remember I said it on previous podcast that Aaron Taylor-Johnson was casted as Kraven. That was for the Kraven solo film, and a lot of people thought it was actually for Spider-Man No Way Home. He's actually not casted, even though in the toy set they show Kraven. Now that could be just a retcon to kind of make people think that he isn't in the film when he actually is. Don't actually know. So there's the Sinister Six we have for the film. We also have to go, so I'll go back to Daredevil. A small little snippet of Matt Murdock throwing down lawyer forms in front of... Lawyer forms. Throwing down files in front of Peter Parker near the start of the trailer. Matt Murdock is the actual persona of Daredevil, who is also a lawyer. I think that's him in the trailer, which is a nice little Easter egg, because known as the Red Team is Spider-Man and Daredevil, who often team up all the time in comics, as well as Deadpool. Then we have a lot to unravel with Doctor Strange. First of all, a little bit annoyed what they're doing with Doctor Strange. They're kind of making him into a fucking idiot when he's supposed to be the Sorcerer Supreme at this stage. Why do I think they're making him an idiot? I thought at first with the Wong thing where he's like, Stephen, don't do that spell. It's too dangerous or something. And he winks at Peter. I was like, he knows what he's doing. But then when when they're doing the spell, and Peter's like, oh, what about Mary Jane, and what about Ned, my best friend, and stuff like that. And he's like, stop changing the spell. Here's an idea. How about stop doing the spell? How about stop doing the spell when he's clearly not made up his fucking mind and you're going to make a major mistake? I think it's kind of dumb that that's the way it all happens. But there's also people going around talking about, oh, Doctor Strange is bad in this film because of what they see in the film. It's obviously Spider-Man and Doctor Strange are fighting. I don't think he's bad. I think that's completely inaccurate that he's going to be bad in the movie. This is my take on it, is when they do the spell, there's like this small little ball of energy, and I think that's like what's encapsulated the multiverse and whatever, and they put it into this box, and you see in the trailer Spider-Man trying to get the box off Doctor Strange and stuff like that. I think there's three ways this storyline could go with Doctor Strange. I think number one, people could be right. Doctor Strange could be bad, and he could be trying to get the box back off Peter Parker. That type of scenario. Number two, I think that that whole scene could be like what the Sorcerer Supreme done to Doctor Strange in the first Doctor Strange, of her just basically kicking the shit out of him, explaining the multiverse and all that kind of stuff, especially with folding the trains and bringing them into the mirror realm, where all the buildings are folding. Well, all the buildings are folding like in Inception. And number three, that whole scene could be a nightmare scene like what we see in Far From Home from Mysterio, kind of showing Peter that this is all his fault type thing. That's just my speculation on the whole thing. Other than that, I'm so fucking excited for this film. It looks so fucking good. We didn't get to see Tobey Maguire in this film yet. Yeah, look, he's definitely in the movie. There's screenshots right here of him with a beard and a morph suit, showing that his suit is going to be animated, and this is not going to be an actual suit like what he wears in the original Spider-Man movies. I think it's going to be the same style, but it's going to be animated. Really excited to see what they are going to do with it. I don't think Andrew Garfield is going to be in it, but again, that could be just them suppressing some stuff, so we think that he's not in it. But who are the Sinister Six in the entire film? It's going to be Green Goblin, Doc Ock. It's going to be Electro, either Sandman or Mysterio. It's either one of them, and then I think it's going to be Vulture at the end, or as well attached. So that's your Sinister Six. I was kind of hoping for like Rhino or someone like that. But look, we just have to wait and see. That's it for Virgin News. Moving on with the movie pick of the week. And the movie pick is The Gentleman by Guy Ritchie. It's such a fucking cool movie. I didn't think he'd be able to top Snatch. But it has the same type of tone and rhythm beats to the film, where it's a multi-character based film. But kind of like Pulp Fiction in the way that they all tell the one story from all these weird, charismatic characters. Arguably one of Matthew McConaughey's best movies. Definitely one of his best performances. He's so fucking good in the film. He's such a cool motherfucker in it. Colin Farrell is fucking hilarious in the film. Charlie Hunnam is brilliant. And, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? Oh, this is going to drive me insane. This is terrible. This is just terrible. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant as Fletcher. Fletcher is probably one of the best characters in the entire movie. He's just so fucking weird. And it's such a weird performance for Hugh Grant as well. He's completely out of character, which is fucking fantastic to see. Really cool movie. Advise anyone to watch it, especially if you like those type of crime movies. Have a bit of action, a lot of comedy, and fantastic storytelling. So what have I been up to the past week? Went back drawing. Put up on screen. Drew the Joker. Kind of an homage back to Death in the Family, where the Joker kills Robin. I had fun doing it. I haven't drawn in a while. It's not that I grew out of love with it or anything. I always fucking love drawing. Just I trying to get the timing for this podcast right and getting the editing all done and organised and stuff like that. And doing other things. Kind of got out of practice for a while, so it's like, do you know what, fuck it, I'll just, while I'm waiting for shit to render and watching a podcast for that, I'll just go back drawing again. So I started drawing, it's fun, and I'm drawing the Batman at the minute. I'll probably have it done in next week's podcast. I'll show you as well. Really enjoying going back drawing, actually. Fucking love doodling and scribbling and fucking drawing characters. I think I'm going to draw a lot of the Batman Rogues Gallery and for a bit. I'm going to draw Two-Face after Batman, I think. And I'm going to draw probably move on to like Superman or something. Draw a bit of DC characters I haven't done in a while. Then Marvel, and then start going back drawing original pieces again. Just because it's fun. It's not a job. It's a hobby. Just like this really, but both of them are type of things that I wouldn't mind doing as a full profession. This is going to take some time to make money off of, and so is the art, but that's the type of stuff I'm aiming more towards doing down the lines. 9-to-5 jobs just don't suit me at all. They put me in bad moods and shit. So doing stuff like this is like, and these are full time. Like I know they're sitting around and fucking they're not labouring, but so is working in an office, so is working a reception, so is all type of jobs where you're sitting around, but they're still a job. They're being an accountant is the same thing. You're sitting around, you're doing the same thing as if you were paid to fucking draw. It's not labour intensive. So doing that type of stuff is definitely stuff I'm interested in doing. As soon as things open up, I'm definitely going to start doing fucking open mics as well. Doing improvs, working in improv places as well. Try to get gigs in there, because it's the next step forward from this podcast. It definitely gets more eyes onto the podcast, and it makes me funnier. You can only get better the more you practice. I'm not expecting to be the best comedian in the world or fucking even a well-known comedian. I just want to be good at the craft. It's something I enjoy doing, is telling bullshit stories and trying to make people laugh. I love that. What else have I been up to? I watched that QAnon documentary, the Q Into the Storm, on HBO. Fucking hilarious. It's just so funny the way Americans have replaced like a lot of people who were believed in religion have like a lot of people have turned atheist over the years, or agnostic. They don't believe in a church, mainly down to like church abuses and stuff like that, or more science has been developed disproving a lot of what has been told in religion and stuff like that. And a lot of those people came late late to the party. But it's so funny to see how some of those people have replaced politics or religion with politics, and just believing in like one person. Because a lot of these QAnon people are highly religious people as well, and they really see Trump as not the actual messiah, but the messiah of politics in a way. And how much they believe such bullshit is fucking hilarious. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. The documentary's fucking fantastic. It's really, really good. A bit stretched out. Could have been done as one whole documentary movie rather than a series. But there's a lot of stuff where, because they're not throughout the documentary, they're not explaining a lot of what's currently going on. It might bring up something only to go back to explain that one thing, and then go back, and when it does unravel something, it is big. Not going to spoil it on anyone, but there are some fucking big revelations in the show. Kind of puts Trump's party, the Republicans, into a bit of a bad light. Because this is the thing, like, instead of like instead of being like a smart person to try and, because this is how they pulled it to Trump getting the tying the what am I on about?
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Retard. What I was trying to explain there is, instead of trying, this is how they tie. Oh my god, I'm doing it again. Oh my god. Instead of, oh my god, stop starting with instead of. It's not needed in the sentence. How they tied Trump to the storming of the Capitol was because of the QAnon stuff. It was one of the main bits of evidence that they had against him. Look, all you had to do was have a bit of common sense that these people are fucking retarded, that you should just sever all ties to them. But this is Trump every time he was asked about it on like interviews and stuff like that. Because I don't know who Q is, but heard he's a guy who's a fan of me, so I'm a fan of him. We are Q. Stuff like that. He would like kind of go, yeah, go Q. Q is a smart guy. Q's got his wits about him. He thinks I'm a good guy, and he doesn't think. He knows I'm a good guy. All this fucking bullshit. Instead of like going, no, Q is an idiot. He's nothing got to do with our party. He kind of, it's like they knew that one of their main markets was going to be these fucking Q retards. So they had to kind of pander to them and go, yeah, Q, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. Smart guy, wise guy. Don't know him personally, but he thinks I'm a good guy, so therefore he's a smart guy. He should have just severed ties from then, but then they didn't. And they let that thing grow into some big, dangerous, preposterous thing it should never have been. But going through it, there's this clip. Now, I can't find the actual clip that's in the documentary, but there's a clip in it that is so fucking funny and just pops out of nowhere. It's just Trump talking about a baby. He sees a baby in a fucking, in one of his Trump rallies, and it's so funny.
90%, think of that. 90% are here illegally. Thank you, darling. I love you too. It's so nice.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, look, a future construction worker. Look. Look at that baby. He's so cute. Oh, give me that baby.
Give me that baby. This is so retarded. Look, a future construction worker. It's like the Lion King.
Future construction worker.
Future construction worker.
They did a great job. Wow. That is a great, beautiful baby. Congratulations. That's an early Trump fan, right? That's an early United States fan. Anyway, back to the basics.
What a baby. What a great baby. What a baby. What a great baby. Future construction worker. So weird. What a weird man. But it just goes to show how retarded the Americans are about their politics. It's literally like religion to them now. Because even on the Democrats, they can't even fucking, like, it's like, oh, they're making a good point. Because I seen a clip during the week of Trump talking about, like, gun laws. Talking about what are they called? The NRA. Saying that it's okay for a kid to go in and buy an AR-15, which is causing all these massacres in high schools and colleges. But you have to be over 21 to buy a handgun, and nobody's talking about it. I'm the only one who's talking about it. We should probably change that. You probably shouldn't be able to get an assault rifle until you're 21, like what you do with a handgun. And he's like, nobody's talking about it. They're afraid to talk about it. And that's something that's completely agreeable. And the Democrats would normally have agreed with that statement if fucking Obama said it. But they had to be so, like, fucking, because that side said it doesn't agree with my religion, therefore it's a dumb idea. Instead of fucking agreeing on shit, they'd be so fucking divisive on both sides. It's so retarded. Stop believing in politics being religion. It's not. There's parts on the right and there's parts on the left that are good that you can mix together. Just because the fucking that side said it, doesn't mean you don't have to agree with it. If it makes sense to do it, do it. If it doesn't, don't. It shouldn't come down to, well, the lefts are doing it and it's all fake news. And this cunt started it. Trump started that divisive shit. Like, there was always a divide between them, but they could agree on shit. But Trump came in and was like, no, we're building a wall. I know Obama wanted some heavy immigration rules in this country, but we're building a wall, and I'm going to make it so divisive that people on the left side can't agree with it, and we're going to have a civil war. And here's another clip of Trump admiring a baby as well.
The biggest bank in the world is a tenant of mine in New York. The biggest in the world, a Chinese bank. Don't worry about that, baby. I love babies.
I love babies.
I love babies. I hear that baby crying. I like it.
I hear baby crying. I like it.
I like it. What a baby.
I like it.
What a beautiful baby. Don't worry.
What a beautiful baby.
The mom's running around like, don't worry about it, you know. It's young and
don't worry about it.
Beautiful and healthy, and that's what we want. Okay. But look.
Okay, back to the principles.
We have the piggy bank. They have ripped us to shreds. Ripped us absolutely to shreds. Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here.
Actually, I was only kidding. You can get the baby out of here.
That's all right. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I think she really believed me that I love having a baby crying while I'm speaking. That's okay.
That's okay.
People don't understand.
Kill that baby.
That's okay.
Goes to Secret Service. I want you to get that baby, and I want you to shoot in the back of the head, because it made a fool of me. You understand me? I hate babies. Don't worry about it. Kill that fucking baby. Shoot the mother as well. Leave no trace. Okay? Okay? What a baby. What a great baby. Murder that baby, please. It's crying. It chose to cry during my speech. And the mother, she thinks that I like the sound of crying babies. Even though about 10 minutes ago I told her that I love the sound of crying babies. It's young and it's healthy. What a baby. What a great baby. I want you to cut that baby's head off. I want you to get that baby and send it to Michael Jackson. He'll do some wondrous stuff. What a great baby, folks. Future construction worker. What a fabulous baby. A young fan. Young fan of Trump. Kill that fucking baby, please. What a baby. Beautiful, healthy baby, eh? I hear baby crying and I like it. I want you to fucking annihilate that baby, please. I want CL16 fucking kill that baby. I want you to bury it, or I'm going to bury Joe Biden and Bin Laden. And Obama. Obama stinks. He stinks, okay? His policy stinks, and more importantly, he stinks. So I'm going to do one more thing before I leave you guys today. I'm going to be doing this every now and again in the podcast. I found it's an improv simulator. And I'm going to, because I'm doing Trump Ball podcast, I'm going to do basically it puts you into a scene and a scenario, and I'm going to finish the podcast that way. So I'm going to be using Trump's voice and putting him into a scene with this improv generator. Improv, if I could spell it fucking correctly. Okay, the scenario is 2 army officers deciding who to send in a dangerous raid. Sincere. It's in a wax museum. And one of the lines that they put into it, I'm practically your mother now. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of the... He's talking to an army general or something. Great to meet you here in this wax museum. It's a great wax museum. Made by Americans. Great Americans. So, the Taliban have taken over Afghanistan. Who do we send in? I have an idea. Because I'm standing here by this beautiful wax museum made of Nicolas Cage, I think we should send in Nicolas Cage. He's a dangerous guy. Serious guy. He's a great fan of America. Great fan of the US military, and I think we should send him in to do some serious damage. Mr. President, I don't think we should send in Nicolas Cage. He's not trained for this. Excuse me. You'll do as I say. I'm practically your mother now. You will do as you're told. Send in Nicolas Cage. I'm up for anything, Mr. President. I pretty much hit everything. He was sincere. It was about 2 army officers deciding who to send into a raid. They were in a wax museum, and I used the line, I'm practically your mother now. So, that's all I have for this podcast this week. It's so retarded. I'm practically your mother now. If you want to actually use that with your friends at home, it's a good drinking game. It's called Lulu's Improv Generator. It's just online. Just have it there. Don't know if you can see it. That all the lines haven't been changed. That's actually what came up. But yeah, I'm going to leave you with the Hasbullah clip of the week. And peace and love.
This extraordinary creature is half blind, half deaf, and this is just about as fast as it can move.
Strictly professional. Oh, he's a man. He had a beard.
Trying it, man. Try anything once. The safe word will be whiskey.
Spell red.
L-S-T-E-R.
Looking like a sweetie. Who the fuck is that guy?
Goes up must come down.